Is it questions about him 5 weeks in? And if so, how big are those questions?
I mean, I think it has to be questions. Like you said in the question, your offense has the most points in the league right now, and yet you still in these tight games like you brought yesterday, giving up big plays. Like these aren't methodical drives; these are chunk plays. So to the chase yesterday, big chunk plays. Like, and you giving it up. You gave it up against the Raiders. You gave up chunk plays against the Chiefs with Worthy. Like it's you giving up too many big plays, explosive plays, and like that 31 other teams lose yesterday, probably. Maybe 30 other teams lose that game yesterday, probably. The way that the defense was playing with a regular quarterback, nobody was winning that game yesterday. So a lot of it got to fall on Orr.
I really don't know what to make out of him, other than it's his first time calling plays. But I can't even give him that bail because Zach Robinson in Atlanta, he had never been a play caller his whole entire coaching career. So game one, week one against the Steelers, he had a horrible game plan and it showed. What did he do? He adjusted. He evolved. He grew. He learned from mistakes. Didn't repeat them the next week. They said, "Oh, you don't have Kirk Cousins running play action and playing under center. What is he doing now? Under center, running play action." So I say that to say, Zach Orr. I mean, it's been 5 weeks. When are we going to see adjustments? When are we going to see you learn and grow and evolve from mistakes? I mean, we can't keep having these splash plays occur week after week after week. It happened in the Cowboys game too. The only time it didn't happen was against the Bills, and they don't have any explosive players. You know what I mean? Not one. So, I mean, James Cook, if you want to talk running backs, I'm talking about weapons, though. They don't have any explosions. But, people like Devontae Adams, Brock Bowers, Xavier Worthy, you know what I mean? Who did we play last week? Rasheed Rice, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. You know what I mean? Anytime there's somebody on the other side of the field that comes with some pedigree, we seem to have problems with them. And that's the opposite of what we want. We want our defensive coordinator to take the big players out of the game plan. I'd rather somebody else beat me than Jamar Chase put up 202 on me.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's still, like you said, Zach Taylor, he caught on. I think or he still don't have a feel. He don't know when to be aggressive or not to be aggressive. And it might be some personnel issues. Like I said, these cornerbacks, man, they got to improve their cornerback run. We thought it was a strength, but it's not. It's definitely not. They can't defend. They can't. They really can't. It was ugly.
Marcus Williams is giving us some of the worst safety play in the league.
Yeah, I said Geno Stone the trail technique. Marcus Williams is the trail definition of trail technique.
Harbaugh says he feels Marcus is on the cusp or on the brink of making several big plays. I'm like, nigga, where?
He played too much football not to make. He paying too much money. He playing too much, too many snaps to be on the brink. If he's going to do that, he needs to make the plays.
The only thing he on the verge of is the great finesse. That's it. Finessing us out of all that paper with subpar play.
And again, it goes back to Orr versus McDonald, because McDonald, I mean, he had Geno Stone looking all world, right. Marcus Williams looking all world. All these players, Brandon Stevens had us thinking that he could be a physical shutdown corner. All these players look a lot better under a different scheme than they do currently, and that's a problem. So part of coaching is not just your philosophy, but how do you bend your philosophy with your personnel? You have to coach your players, not this grandiose idea of what you want on the football field. You got to coach the people that are in your room and get the most out of them. So that's Zach's next challenge. I'm trying to be fair and give him bail, but it's hard. It's very hard.
Yeah, I'm about to say Rex Ryan been saying since week one that Zach Orr coaching out of another man's playbook. So I think part of that is Zach on that, like you said, he's gonna have to find his own niche. He's gonna have to find what works for him. What worked for Mike McDonald and his calls last year don't work for this defense. It's not the same defense.
There's no feel. I agree with that. He has no feel. It's like, why are you blitzing in it? This is not a blitzing situation. Why are you dropping back right now? This is not a drop back situation. That's what I got yesterday. Like he don't understand what part of the game, what part of the field he's in. He just I think it's, and like you said, we're gonna give him a little bit of bail because it's gonna come with experience. But it do seem like somebody else is calling his place for him.
Yeah, and that's the issue with this that I have is, usually when you try to take somebody else's playbook or somebody else's principles and grow upon them or reuse them, they're not as good. The results aren't as good as the original person. You know what I mean? How many times have we seen like a Patriots coach? You know what I mean? Learn the Patriot way and learn under Belichick, and then they take those principles and they just doesn't translate. In this situation, he's going to have his own principles, have his own ideas, and they're going to have to be high level ideas. Everybody can have an idea. They're going to have to be great ideas, and they're going to have to be able to be executed. It was always a risk hiring somebody not from within, but someone that just wasn't. The resume wasn't as like somebody like Anthony Weaver. I think was a little bit more ready to be a DC. But again, he got poached by Miami, and there were several other coaches that got poached. So Zach Orr wasn't like the first choice, but it was a great story as far as promoting from within, former players, so on and so forth. But that honeymoon phase is over, bro. This defense can't be getting worked like this. I mean, it's nasty. It's disgusting.
Yeah, you talk about Lamar Jr., who everybody call him now, coming in Sunday. That boy bad. Like you can't. He can get outside the pocket and create with his feet, unlike Burrows. So
it make it ugly soon with Daniels coming. If they play that same type of defense, it make it ugly early.
See, Daniels is the example of why I don't be accepting mid at quarterback. Like Jay, do y'all see how elite that kid is, bro?
Yeah, he's tough.
He's special.
In 5 games, I mean, God, like, bro, he
But didn't
he got the Commanders 4-1.
We said he was the top pick on here.
Shoot,
we ain't drinking Caleb Kool-Aid respectfully.
Caleb playing better.
He had a good game yesterday.
He got
3-2
the Panthers.
Yeah,
he played the Panthers, but he looked a lot better.
He got a 3-2 team compared to Jaden's 4-1. So those two rookies are. Hey, Patriots might have to start having conversations at this point. But that's a different